Welcome to part 4 of River City Girl Zero. New enemy types. We got, FBI agents? They look like FBI agents, I don't know what they are. They are the bane of my existence. You see, they can knock you down really quickly with knives. Which is not only bad, but they do a ton of damage with those knives. Ah, you suck! These are perhaps the most annoying enemy types in the game because of that. Grabbing doesn't work against these guys, so jump kicking and punching will have to do for now. Oh, screw you and your damn butter knife. You see, I wouldn't have a problem with the... Oh, you can grab them! Nice. You see, I wouldn't have a problem with the knife attack if it weren't so damn quick. It's literally one frame of animation that breaks your attack. It's bullshit, and I don't like it. And they can spam it to hell if they really want to. Well, I guess they can't be ground and pounded since they break your attack down there. I was thinking they couldn't be grabbed too, but that's not the case. Hey, we're going into the Ryu shop to look for Ken! I just caught on to that. Is Ken in here? Lousy cheating machine. Give me some money. Oh no, it's her. Uh-oh, it's Mizuzu. What's she doing here? Better treat me right, dummy, if you want to catch this fish. Huh? Is that you, Kunio? Been a while. Back off, lady. Who's this giant hitting on my boyfriend? I wouldn't have called her that. Giant? You talking about me, puny? Hey, take it easy. Mizuzu, we're all friends here, right? Right? I'll be your friend any day, Kunio. Ew. But first, how about a little workout so I can release some stress, some steam? Fight. Oh, God. Yeah, Mizuzu was the boss I was talking about earlier. She hits like a tank, and she moves freaking hilariously quickly, too. Yeah, that's like a quarter of my health. No thank you, I'm switching. Not even Ricky can help with this boss fight. So what you want to do to avoid that shoulder tackle of death is jump kick. Like so. Sometimes it doesn't work and she'll just knock you out of the air instantly, but 9 times out of 10 you'll knock her out of the shoulder tackle animation. Christ. She can also throw you around the room. Hey old man, you might want to get your ass off the Machinko machine and help me out. I'm being assaulted by a giant woman. Now, contrary to how it looks, being slapped around and thrown across the room is way better than that shoulder tackle. She is just so quick! She might be the quickest character in this game. It is stupid how fast she runs. She had to have been Wally West in a past life or something. There's just no way. Oh, jeez. Oh god, she's making me her bitch right now. This is a very silly boss fight. I like it, but it's also very hard. There we go. I may have to switch characters again. She's gonna kill me. Or maybe I do, or don't I? Why am I not switching here? I may have been overconfident in my abilities, or I just didn't gauge Mizuzu's health bar and thought she would have died earlier. Oh. And she did die, so I didn't even need to switch. Alright. That's enough. Thanks for the workout, Kunio. Always happy to roll around and get sweaty with you. Oh god, that's disgusting. Okay, where was I? Who is that lady and why is she being cute with my boyfriend? Why should I know? Ugh, my head's still ringing from getting tossed around. Let's go. And you'll never guess what this game is rated. If you're gonna say E10, then you're right. If you're gonna say T, then you're also right. Because I don't have a clue what this game is rated. Yeah, it's one of those weird cases where at first they rated it one rating. It was initially rated T. I think that was just because of the language. And then a few months later they re-rated it to E10. I don't understand. But the strange thing is, the game kept all the language the same, so it's E10 now, but it has the word bitch in it. I don't know any other E10 game that has the word bitch in it, but okay, whatever. I'll let it fly. And that's the literal translation of this game. I'm not sure if there are any usage of the B words in the RCG translation, which is what I'm playing on right now. Well, there is a B word in this translation, and it's bastard. Oh, this game is just full of language. I don't get how it's Z10 at all. But that's not the point. We finally made it to Ken. Let's take him down. It's been a while, Kunio. Glad to see you again. You were right, Pops. They came right to us. You're Ken, I assume. That's right, Kunio. I'm your brother. And I'm the Easter Bunny. As if. Just cause your face looks kinda like mine doesn't mean we're related. I ain't got no brother. So uncompassionate, Kunio. This is hardly the heartfelt family reunion that Ken's been looking forward to. You cocky jerk. You stole the life I deserve. Everyone respecting you. I spent the past 18 years living in hell. Listen, buddy. I don't know anything about you or your life. And to be honest, I could care less. And I can't forgive you for dragging me and my friends into this mess. How pathetic playing through the game on easy mode. If you truly wish to challenge me, Kunio, come back when you're a man enough to play on normal mode. Use the password 0222. You can start from Hamazama High next time, you jerk. So yeah, I played through the game on easy mode just so you can show you that little exchange there. So let me actually use a different password and go straight to that little exchange, shall we? Okay, so the password to get to Sabu and Ken is 6140. And you gotta be sure to set the difficulty to normal in order to get past this point. It's been 20 seconds, Kunio. Glad to see you again. Skipping a dialogue is much of the same as before. That's right, Kunio, I'm your brother. As if I ain't got no brother. You suck. That sounded very un-Kunio-like, but okay. Look forward to cocky jerk. Yes, we know you wanted my life, but you just couldn't live up. You couldn't live up, man. I'm sorry. Now let's see. We should be getting to. Here we go. How touching, but actions have consequences. So. Oh, what the? I was kidding about the gun thing earlier. Just my way of saying goodbye to these lovely girls. Come now, Ken. Oh, Sabu, you son of a bitch. Misako! Kyoko! Ugh. Feels like I got shot. Oh, damn. At least you're okay, Kunio. My Kunio. Keep it together, Misako. Stay with me. Kyoko, hold on. That wasn't very nice. But don't cry, Ricky. I don't like to see a tough guy like you get sad. Even over me. And now the game's even harder. Damn it. Kyoko. Kunio, don't talk. We've got to get you two to a hospital. Don't let them get away. You've gotta clear your name. Misako, don't die on me. Misako! Yep, this is definitely the silly River City Girls game that killed off two of the characters. Kunio? What's going on? What happened? What are you two doing here? We were tracking Ken and Sabu. Looks like they're headed to Izu now. Izu? Sabu's safe house is there. I'll give you a police escort there. Oh, thank God. It's not like I'll be able to hold you back at this point, eh? Well, I mean, you could help out, but that would probably make you a dirty cop by association. I don't know how police logistics works. I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to just let Kunio and Ricky go like this, though. Yeah, anyway, Mamoru, please call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. From this point on, Kyoko and Misako are out of commission. You can't pick from them again. So we're gonna have to take the girls out of River City Girls Zero then. I'm going to the Department of Jurisdiction to get an arrest warrant for Ken and Sabu. I didn't know you could just abbreviate department like that in sentence. You two can do whatever you want now. Takayama. Just don't die. Thank you, Takayama. You're a good cop. Okay, so we're in the final stretch of the game with just Kunio and Ricky. And this part is difficult. This is where the game really starts to show its fangs. As if the game wasn't doing that before, since it's just two of us instead of four, things will escalate very, very quickly. But this part is not too bad. You got gang members that will just let you beat them up. They'll let you beat them up super hard. But there's the odd occasion where they'll get a cheap shot in on you too. It's just a whole game of cheap shots. Like earlier with Sabu. What the hell was that, Sabu? Shooting two teenage girls. Man, what is that? Now you may be thinking that with those chain of events, this will create some sort of time paradox. Kind of. But then again, this isn't really canon to the Western continuity. And there are 2 or 3 different timelines in the series itself, so there's no really telling where this fits in the chronology. Sorry, Kunio, but I can't let you follow any further. Enjoy the fall. I did not do that shout, by the way. The scream just sounds that realistic. Oh, well, that was convenient, I guess. The bridge is still intact. Alright, so we got more beat-em-up action with gang members. And they're just as easy as before. They don't really do that much damage on their own. And no matter what, you or your enemies cannot fall off the bridge. Even though it kind of looks like you should. If there's one thing I can compliment the game for, is the graphics. Everything in Shin Neketsu Koa looks good. The character models, the sunset, the water in the background, that electronic sign at the Disco Almanac, everything looks good in this game. And this was 1994. I think Streets of Rage 3 came out during this time, and Final Fight 2 or 3 did, it looks just as good as those games. Hell, it probably even looks better than those games. Hold still, this will be quick. There we go. Oh, God, there's more. It's always with the pompadour dudes. Yeah, he didn't even fight back on that one. Should be coming up on the end of the section. Yep, there we go. That wasn't fair. That brother of yours is a real piece. Hey, what's this cave? Dunno. But it's better than drowning out here. Come on. What is this place? Looks like some kind of factory. Let's head upward and look for an exit. Okay, so a bizarre bit of platforming. You got this Ferris wheel type of machine here. You have to jump onto another platform in order to get up. And I think I blundered here because I jump onto what looks like a platform, but it's really in the background. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, you saw on the edge of the screen that platform was moving back and forth. So I had to jump onto that and not what's in the background. It was hilarious for that scream alone. Who did the voices in this game? They're funny. I may have to jump back in order to make the platform appear. Oh, he's doing the pose. There we go, it's going to take you to the right where there's going to be a door. And with that door, you'll go into the next section of the stage, which is... more FBI agents. Oh, joy. And these guys have twice the health bars they did before, so it's going to take even longer to kill them. Come on, run into my fist. Run into my fist. Ah, the enemies are smart now. Alright, I'll do the jump kick, which really does nothing at this point. It just does a little bit of damage to these guys. And they can even knock you out of the air with their stupid knives. God damn, that thing's OP. Okay, 4 clean shots on him. That's not bad. To do a little bit more damage before I die though, or switch to another character. This section is a bit of a gauntlet because you have to run through 3 or 4 rooms without a complete health refill. But the good thing is, if you die, you have to start back at the beginning of the room and not the beginning of the gauntlet. This game is kind where it needs to be, but it's also very, very malicious in other aspects too, like Misuzu. And the final boss. He's a bitch too. And these guys, they also count. Oh yeah, getting back to the game's graphics, the shadow effects. Look at the shadows of the trees, they actually move with the environment. It's not a painted on effect like you would see in some other 16-bit games. It wasn't just Castlevania Bloodlines that did this crazy effect. I think Earthworm Jim did it too, in a couple of stages. Or at least the Super Nintendo version did it. And all that really is just a transparent parallax effect. It's not really that special in reality, but it looks good still. These guys are really starting to get annoying. They need to buzz off, seriously. I don't even have Kyoko and Misako on standby. Actually, speaking of which, the B plot is the girls playing this game, and we are technically playing as the girls who are playing this game. How are their reactions to getting shot? I want to see that reaction. know, it kind of reminds me of the SpongeBob movie, the first one from 2005, where it's the pirates watching the movie, but it's also the movie inside of that little world, I guess. It's really bizarre. It's a bizarre bit of meta-narrative. Well, it appears my men failed to prevent your infiltration. How disappointing. Sabu, I'm gonna kill you for what you did to Kyoko. Misako, you bastard. I got my girlfriends mixed up. What a rude young man. Perhaps you need a timeout. That scream will never not get old. That is still timeless. We got a Joe enemy, and there's a good way to cheese them. You don't want to stand on these floors for too long, otherwise they collapse. But if you knock Joe down, and you stand on the floor and jump at just the right time, Joe goes to hell. I don't know how Kunio's causing the floor to collapse. He looks like he's $150 at most, and Joe's like well over 300 pounds. Oh good god, it's Lisa. And a clone of Lisa. Okay, I don't even know how this is gonna work. I only got a little bit of health left, and I'm right at the boss door. But the multiple Lisas are kind of a pain. The good thing is their attacks don't really do that much damage. Yeah, I'm starting to miss the girls now. That their health bars would have been useful for this situation. Yep, a lot like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You lose a turtle, and the game gets that much harder. Except, you know, in this game, it just happens. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can theoretically get through the entire game without losing anybody. I want it to stomp, not... Oh god! At least with the Lisas, they don't block attacks. Or, I don't think they block attacks. Maybe they do, they just don't do it that... Oh, they do. They just don't do it that much, though. It's not like Kenji from the previous part. They don't really block it. You just knocked me out of the air? Just run into my fist, please. Please. Looks kind of like E Honda's attack from Street Fighter 2, except it's fists, not open palm strikes. I kept meaning to stomp. Why was it not stomping? Maybe it's just like pressing down in general causes him to crouch. This music though, why does it sound so soap opera-y all of a sudden? Ah, good. We're gonna get a health refill. Ooh. Hey there, Kunio. Not you again. What are you doing here, Misuzu? I'm displeased to see her again. Okay. That was very blunt, but yeah, I agree. This nice Sabu guy offered me a job as his bodyguard. Oh, crap. Didn't imagine I'd get to tussle with you again so soon. So soon, Kunio. But that's like a bonus, heh. Hey, we're all friends here. Can't you just let us go again? Sorry, lover boy, but Sabu paid me good, and Misuzu always gets the job done. Oh, Yep, that's a 4 for my health. She hurts a whole lot harder than before, and since Kyoko and Misako are shot and in the hospital, you don't have the luxury of switching between 4 characters. It's just Kunio and Ricky. Which means this boss fight got a whole lot tougher. And she will spam that shoulder tackle. That is a beastly attack that I still don't know how to get away from. Unless you jump kick, but then again, sometimes the angling is odd and she'll just knock you out of the air. Oh, my shadow punch didn't work. Misako is beast mode in this game. She went from the most dangerous boss in all of Kunio Co games to the first boss in River City Girls. That's quite a demotion, actually. Not that that's a bad thing, she was a pretty good first boss in that game. It looks like the shadow punches do work, I just gotta time it well. Okay, I just gotta make sure to avoid the shoulder tackle. You know, getting grabbed is fine, it's that shoulder tackle you want to watch out for. I can anticipate you running at me at Mach 5. Oh great, she's... oh god. Yep, I'm dead. Fuck. Let's pretend like that didn't happen. Again, the checkpoints are very generous in this game. Misako, you're so deadly. I think I have like one more hit with Ricky left. I better switch. She should be on a football team with how massive and fast she is. There's just no way. Ow! Just go away, please. It makes me wonder if she's going to come back as a boss in the second game. That would be interesting, but I don't know. Lost again. At least it was to you. Be careful though. There's some kind of explosive system rigged in this house. Later, Kunio. He set a self-destruct sequence. We gotta hurry. Well, stay tuned for the finale where we hopefully clear our names and stop Sabu. The bastard just shot her girlfriends. What's wrong with him?
Hey, you, don't you know where you are? Hey,